Imagine a time long ago when you believed everyone was watching you, judging you. That fear, that tightness in your chest, when laughter would rise, and your mind would race to wonder if it was about you. But let's slow this down. Let's pause for a moment and ask, who exactly were these people? Were they really talking about you? Were they paying attention to you as much as you thought they were? It's fascinating, isn't it, to realise how much energy we spend assuming others are focused only on us, when in reality they're often lost in their own world. People live with their own thoughts, their own concerns, and often they're so absorbed in their own reality they forget to notice anyone else. You see, when someone is absorbed in their own world, it opens the door for you to connect with them, to understand them, to align with them. And that's a gift. Think about it for a second. What if the spotlight effect, the idea that everyone is watching you, was just a story? A story that had been written long ago, based on past experiences, but one that no longer serves you. What if in this moment you could choose to believe it doesn't matter what others think? Because even if they did, they could never truly know you. Isn't it freeing to realise that other people's beliefs about you, they're just their beliefs? They've no access to your true thoughts, your lived experiences, or your heart. The more you remember that their thoughts don't define you, the more you open yourself up to just being yourself. And imagine, just imagine, in this space of freedom, you no longer have to prove anything. You don't have to justify yourself, because there's nothing to justify. You simply are, and that's enough. In this moment, you begin to realise that being true to yourself, being authentic in your own skin, is the most empowering thing you can do. The ones who resonate with you, who align with your energy, they'll find you effortlessly. And those who don't, they don't need to. It's okay. They're on their own wavelength, and that's perfectly fine. You see, the truth is this. There was a time when you thought you had to prove yourself, to man up, to be tough and strong, to suppress your emotions. Maybe in the past, when you were told to grow up fast, to hide your vulnerabilities, you thought you had to push them away. You believed that feeling helpless or feeling fear was a weakness. But what if true power lies not in suppression, but in embracing those moments of fear? What if you could take that fear, that uncertainty, and welcome it as a teacher? What if instead of hiding from it, you could lean into it and learn from it, grow from it? When you release the belief that vulnerability is weakness, it becomes your strength. The more you learn to express yourself honestly, without fear of rejection, the more you transform. Now notice as you breathe, you may feel the tightness around your chest ease. The thoughts that once raced so quickly begin to slow down. As you exhale, you release that old pressure, the pressure of overthinking, of trying to rush ahead. You don't need to think faster anymore. What if slowing down, breathing deeply, letting your mind settle? What if this allowed you to process information faster and more clearly? What if listening, instead of rushing to think, unlocked more creative power than you ever realised? And as you continue to slow your mind, imagine you're standing at the edge of a great peaceful ocean. The waves are calm, the air is cool. As you breathe in, you feel more relaxed, more present. The more you step into the rhythm of calm, the more clarity you gain. The more you trust the process of slowing down, the faster you can actually move forward. And here's the paradox. The more you let go, the further you can go. There was once a time when you believed that being in control of everything was essential. You thought that if you just tightened your grip on yourself, you could avoid the dangers of the world. But what if those very rules and beliefs that you imposed on yourself were the things holding you back? What if they were the chains keeping you stuck in a place of fear? disconnecting from your true self. Now what if you could gently let go of those old chains? What if you could release those old beliefs that no longer serve you? You can. You're allowed to. You can step into a new world, one full of options, choices, and endless possibilities. Can you feel that? The freedom that comes when you stop trying to control everything. When you allow yourself to just be you. And yes, those rules, those old beliefs, they'll try to come back. But you now know the truth. You don't need them anymore. The more you let go of the need to control everything, the more you feel the weight lift from your shoulders. The more you embrace your emotions, express yourself authentically, the lighter you feel. So imagine just for a moment that every time you catch yourself worrying about someone's judgment or fearing rejection, you could pause, take a deep breath, and remember, you're enough. You never needed to prove anything. You're worthy simply because you are. Can you feel that shift? Can you sense the freedom in that thought? You're creating a new world for yourself, a world where you trust yourself. You trust your ability to make decisions. You trust your ability to express your truth without fear. And the more you practice this trust, the more natural it becomes. The more you remember, you're not at the mercy of others' thoughts, you're free. As you embrace these truths, these new beliefs, you feel them taking root deep into your unconscious mind, effortlessly shifting how you see yourself, how you interact with the world. With every passing day, these beliefs grow stronger, more powerful, more automatic. And now, as you breathe deeply, you notice that something's changed. You're different. You've embraced a new way of being. And each time you let go, every time you trust, you unlock a deeper, more confident version of yourself. A version of yourself who knows your worth is not up for debate, because you're enough, aren't you?